trying to educate people and myself on this game, I'm only doing myself a disservice and the people watching this a disservice. So I'm going to go ahead and go over what I have learned and what will help you guys succeed in the most in this game, alright? Let's actually back out of the character select screen and go down to the logbook. Now, an important thing to do to be successful in this game is to actually unlock shit. Alright, this is everything I have unlocked. The only thing I don't have unlocked is the Gesture of the Drowned, because honestly, it's harder than it sounds like to do. At the end of the day, I'm not going to go over how to unlock all of these shits. You can figure that out for yourself by playing the game. I literally have a 97% rating in this game. The only achievement that I do not have in this game is Weathering the Storm, which is unlocking all the achievements, and the Gesture of the Drowned one, because it's so damn hard. Now, alright. Now that we got that out of the way, let's go ahead and go over to the single player. If you have watched any of my videos on anything, you know what you have to do to unlock all this shit. But in case you don't know, look it up, because I'm not gonna bother trying to remember, because honestly I really don't remember. But I'm gonna tell you right now the best way is to go about this game. You see these numbers? You see how they're different? 8 times 200%, that is bigger than 300% damage. Yeah, so go with the Phase Blast, not the Phase Round. As soon as you get Phase Blast, do not go back to that. You can use that one if you want, but I'm telling you right now, it does way less damage. Yes, it has a longer range than this, but honestly, this does more damage, and damage is what you need. Now, this is a slide instead of the roll. The slide makes you jump higher if you don't have any, you know, mobility items that cause you to jump higher by default. So it's just kind of a no-brainer on that whole situation. At least in my opinion it should be. Now we have 2 specials. You have the special that literally makes you rapid fire for a second and does shit tons of damage, or you have your fucking grenade, which is a fucking grenade. Now, at the end of the day, the grenade sounds good on paper, but in all actuality, is it any good? Now, that is the real question out of the situation. The question between Phase Blast or Phase Round is a no-brainer. Shorter range, but more damage. Longer range, less damage. You know, at the end of the day, it's up to your playstyle, but Phase Round is good for my health, so I'd like to keep that. Now, Tactical Slide. Again, you can shoot while you're sliding. It's hard to aim, but at the end of the day, you can do that. And it gives you a little bit of verticality. You could go up. Up. Up is good. And grenade. I honestly don't like the grenade, but it's probably because I haven't practiced that much with it. So we're gonna go ahead and just do that, I suppose. Let's go ahead and practice real quick. And like always, we're gonna play exclusively on Monsoon, because playing the game on any other difficulty is just stupid. You're never going to get good at the game if you don't have to get good at the game. Now, a big mechanic of this game is time. The longer it takes you to beat a stage... Oh, that was grenade. I forgot that I switched it over to the grenade, and I just straight threw it into its head like it was a fucking Pokeball. Anyway, longer it takes you to beat a stage, the harder the game gets. So, your top priority should be fucking clearing shit as fast as possible. But as you can see, there's 1, 2, 3 chests right here at the start. So I'm a greedy bastard. I like damage, I like items, and I like winning. So I'm not gonna be a fucking loser and skip out on items when they're literally right here in front of me. You should strive to not actually clear an entire stage, because at the end of the day, if you're getting shit like the Chrono Babaru, why the hell should you waste your fucking time getting a Chrono Babaru when you could be killing the boss and going to the next stage already, and just generally not wasting your fucking time? Now, we're gonna keep going, because at the end of the day, I don't have enough gold, and I've already sat here long enough waiting for enemies to fucking spawn. I totally whiffed the shit out of this. Now, just from my little bit of use with the grenade, I can easily say that if you want guaranteed damage and just kills in general, use the other special. This special does more damage, but at the end of the day, watch what happens when I throw it at this wisp. Fuck all. Now, is there a way to do trick shots and make it hit flying enemies? Possibly, but I don't care enough to keep playing around with this to, you know, try to figure it out. I'm gonna be completely honest. Like, he's a ranged character. Yes, I'm using like a mid-range to close-range ability with him, but if I had to pick between the other special and this fucking grenade, I would pick the other special in a fucking heartbeat. Just because, like, with the other special, I could use it more than just ground enemies that I may or may not hit at the end of the day. Like, set that up real quick, did a lot of damage, cleared a lot of mobs real quick. But the other one is just as effective. It doesn't do as much damage, but I mean, it's just as effective. But at the end of the day, it's up to your playstyle. If you want to be like range all the time and not have to be close to anyone, take phase round and the first special. But if you want to deal with like groups better, I would take the grenade and the first or the second special. It's really up to you. I do not like this grenade. I honestly don't like it. Maybe I just suck with it. Maybe I'm just not trying hard enough. But honestly, after all the abuse that I've been through with this game, I don't really care to be good with this when I'm perfectly fine with the first special. That's just where I'm at with it. It's just extra effort that I don't care to put in, especially on all the characters other than out of all the characters, Commando. I have had such a hellish time with the fucking Commando. I could care less about playing the fucking Commando, but you know what? I'm gonna do it for you. I did this for you. Anyway, so we got a good amount of gold. We're ranked up, and really, you should keep it to about 5 minutes per stage. Like, as you can see, I already found the teleporter as soon as I came up here. I could have skipped, you know, all that extra running around that I did just there, but I'm not, because I'm a stubborn bastard and I'd rather, you know, just clear the stage. It's not really advisable for you to go ahead and try to clear the whole stage, because you can already see how much nothing that I found so far. I honestly wouldn't even say getting these chrysalis wings was a good find, just because there's other items in the game that you can get that give you mobility and verticality. And honestly, chrysalis wings, my opinion, not the best item to have for verticality. It is not worth the use item slot, especially later in the game when you can get shit like the Prion accumulator. You get Prion accumulator by reaching the 3rd stage, which is usually Rally Point Delta, the snow map. And if you're able to get the Prion accumulator, that's basically the BFG. I call it the BFG because that's quite literally what it is. It's a fucking BFG. Shoots a giant green blast, does damage to things as it passes, and does massive damage to whatever it hits. It's basically the fucking BFG from Doom. Now, as you can see, like I was saying before, I could have skipped all this running around, because yeah, I got a brooch out of it so far, but, oh, and I got that. Saw blade is definitely better. But, fucking, what's it called? The weird plumbus looking thing. The fucking plumbus. The squid polyp, whatever. That is probably one of the most shit items in the game. It spawns a squid that does super low damage and it dies over time. It doesn't even need to take damage, it just fucking dies because it fucking suicidal as soon as it comes into existence. Yes, it can be healed by shit like that, but is it really worth it? No, it is not. It is not in any way worth it. And as you can see, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Wandering Vagrant, grenade, just bounces right off, and it's just useless to me. It's useless to me in every facet of the fucking definition and word. I am going to fucking die right now. That is what's going to happen to me. I am going to fucking die. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, I need to get back up there. And hopefully not fucking die. Ah! Okay. Can you just give me a break? Stop. Okay. Just stop. Fuck. Okay. Okay. Oh. Now our critical hits, they heal us. Okay. Okay, that's good. It's good. It's fuck good. You see, that's a great item to have. You know, I could have just taken that and I would have been fine. You know, having the brooch would have been nice. But at the end of the day, was it worth going through that just for a squid polyp and a fucking stun grenade? No, it was not. It was not in any definition of the word worth it. It's like when you tower dive and then get 1 out of 3 and then it's just all like, was it worth? No, worth. It was not worth in any sense of the word. No. So now that we're like 9 minutes into the hole, let's see what we have here. The maps at first can be confusing if you have absolutely no idea what you're doing. But this map especially is simple. Ignore these caves. You will pass by them at some point. At the end of the day, think of this map as a giant circle. This rim is just one giant fucking circle. Okay, you will pass by all of those tunnel paths by the time you go around the entire rim of this map. So ignore the tunnels, it's just gonna confuse you. This whole rim, this little dip here, it's just one giant fucking circle. That's all it is. Now that first map can be more varied. That was definitely the more complex version of it. If you have not noticed out of all the videos that I've done of these runs by this point. But this place pretty much stays more or less the same. The only thing that's really randomized is the location of the buttons for that giant door over there. That is how you unlock the fire and ice bands. You find the buttons, and honestly, if you're gonna bother doing it, go ahead and do it on the engineer. There you unlock the items, and then they just drop whenever. Pretty much. You can just find them by chance. You don't need to unlock the door every time. You can unlock the door and get it guaranteed, get some extra XP if you're playing with the command artifact on. You know, that's 2 free, you know, green item rarities right there. But once you unlock them, there's really no point in opening the doors again. There's just not, alright? There's just not. So what you want to do is go ahead. I am trying my damnedest not to get fucking murked right now. Just go around this rim. Like, what I like to do in this situation is clear one side and then go to the other. Fucking trying to farm enough gold for this last chest, also while I'm trying not to fucking die, because this grenade is ass. I do not like this grenade. I really don't. I regret using the grenade. I want to use my other special so bad right now. What do we get? Fuel cell. I just wish I had a better use item at this point. I'm gonna be completely honest. So what did we get from that? We got crowbar. Crowbar is pretty good. We got the cautious slug. Cautious slug is also pretty good. Bandolier, I don't care for bandolier, but I guess it's good for now. Like, at the end of the day, it's not like I have an alien head or anything like that, so I guess it's better than nothing. And a fuel cell. Fuel cells, in my opinion, pretty fucking good item. But was it worth spending? So it was 9 minutes, 10, 11, 12. The last 3 minutes to get all that. I really only got one bad item out of that, so I would say it was pretty worth. But at the end of the day, this is just the point I'm trying to get across. Time is everything. Not everything is going to be the same each run. And you just need to use your best judgment at the end of the day. I really only got one bad item out of this, so can't really complain too much. Again, I'm just a stubborn bastard. I'd rather just clear the entire stage, find as many items as I can to get as strong as I can, because, like, yeah, there's a very good chance you'll just get a bunch of shitty items and you would have just wasted a lot of your fucking time. It's a consistency thing, but honestly, with how this run is going currently, can't really say that I'm regretting my decisions just yet. I am regretting using this fucking grenade, though. I hate this grenade with a passion. This grenade is just putting me so on tilt right now. I hate it. I hate it. I wish I wasn't using this grenade right now. But I guess it just kind of makes up for the lack of AoE. But there's items for that, and phase blast, phase round, whichever one. Okay, I don't even remember the names of them right now. The one that I'm using now, this one is an AoE. It's basically just a little mini buckshot. It's really the best way to describe it. Leeching Seed, not bad. And another Leeching Seed, definitely not too bad. So we got 4 healing items so far. 3 really good ones. So, again, can't really complain too much about my situation. There's no more items over there. So, we're just gonna go ahead and hit this teleporter, because that, I'm pretty sure that was it. Unless I just completely ran past something, but who cares. Clay Dune Strider! Yay! I hate this guy. And once again, grenades just not as effective as, you know, the first special. Throw a grenade, throw a grenade. Just not effective. So I pretty much gimped myself on having this ability. But it is what it is at the end of the day. Oh. Throw a grenade in there. I guess it does kind of help with clearing these guys that are getting bunched up and sucked up, but it's not really enough to really justify taking the grenade. Got the tome that gives me extra money when things die, so I don't have to waste more of my fucking time. So that was me using the grenade, and we're just not gonna do that anymore. We're not gonna do that. Just gonna switch it over. Try again. If you want to try to get good at using the grenade, go for it. But I mean, grenade is just not for me. It's not. Let's see. This one can be pretty varied. This one is the more straightforward, simple variant of this map. And really, it's just one big open field. It's more or less just using your eyes and using vantage points to see, you know, which pathways are wasting your time and which ones aren't. So I usually like to come into this corner if I spawn on this side. You know, in general, I like to just come on this side just because, you know, it feels like I'm not wasting my time. Like, there's usually a new altar that spawns over here. Items usually spawn over here pretty frequently. But again, it's up to how you want to maneuver with how you spawn, pretty much. Spawns are always pretty randomized. So there's a printer over there. I think that's a turret, but I might be wrong. A lot of nothing so far over here, other than back in that corner over there. So yeah, vantage points, as you can see. Oh, there's a chest down there, but before I go down there, I'm gonna just wrap around real quick. Yeah, that's a turret. That's a use item. That's another money pod. That's a drone over there. Another printer. Grab these money pods. See? It's just guaranteed hits as long as you can fucking aim. Reliable damage. Yes, I'm lacking in AoE, but fuck it. I mean, it's better than that grenade bullshit. Got my buckshot. Alright, let's hop up here real quick. And usually new altars only spawn up there. It's very rare when items actually spawn up there. But at the end of the day, covering your bases is not a bad practice. Got that. Okay, let's see what this printer's got. That's a drone. Why not? Doesn't look like I'm gonna get much out of this. Cautious slug. I'm gonna risk it, and I regret my life decisions. I immediately regret my life decisions, but fuck it. I'm already in deep. Just go ahead. This is why I avoid printers. In the end, it's just not worth it to me to end up losing even one good item for the sake of being able to stack a bunch of good items like that. Like, at the end of the day, Monster Tooth, Medkit, they're kind of whatever to me, and that's a squid fucking polyp. Yeah, those items are kind of just whatever to me, but when it comes down to it, it was not worth it. just because I lost my crowbar. That's like free damage right there. And now I got a fucking squid polyp, and that's not gonna do shit for me. That's not gonna do shit for me at all. That's another drone, and I probably don't even have enough money for it yet, so let's go ahead and clear these out. And at the end of the day, how much time that you end up spending is all determined on, you know, your persistence. You know, are you going to go ahead and just skip a lot of the bullshit and just, you know, try to go for the goal? Or is the map, you know, pretty straightforward? Is it convoluted? These are all things that you need to take into account, and, you know, just kind of weigh your decisions on that, really. Now, after using my vantage point, I remember that there is a money pod right here. Not like I need it anymore, but whatever. That's some gasoline. I'll take a gasoline. Sure. Why not? Got that. Don't really need that, but at this point, I'm gonna need the extra damage as soon as I get to the next stage. After losing my crowbar like that. So let's go hit this teleporter. Oh, I missed another money pod. Okay, Stone Titan. A very good situation to have my little crowbar, but there he goes. That's that. Got more health and regeneration, so, you know, more armor, more health, more regeneration. At the end of the day, I wouldn't say I did it bad by doing what I did. I mean, not having the crowbar sucks, but, you know, getting that for the exchange of the med kit and the bone tooth necklace and the armor plating, I basically got all of those items in one item, pretty much, in a way, basically. And on top of that, Cautious Slug is just miles ahead better than all of those items anyway. So, except for the armor plating, that one is just flat damage reduction, so it is what it is. Either way, I would say that I definitely came out on top on this one. Really wish I had my crowbar, but fuck it. So, about an 8-minute run. It's about a minute better, but I mean, definitely kind of have a better thing going for me right at this moment. So like I said, use your own discretion. I would just rather do it this way because I'm a stubborn bastard. It's really all it is. Alright, so probably going to go for the tri-tip dagger since I already have some gasoline. Get some more damage over time. Some more dots. And that's another thing. Honestly, getting turrets and shit should not be your priority. If you have the extra money, go for it. But do not prioritize drones and turrets. None of them. None of them. At any stage in the game. Actually, the later in the game that you get, the more of a detriment it is to get those. Because at the end of the day, you could be going around getting better items, but instead you're wasting time and money, like trying to revive drones. And that's especially crucial once you start getting to the areas where you can literally get guaranteed red items. That is just bad practice at the end of the day. It just really is. Leeching Seed. Alright. Can't ever complain about a good Leeching Seed. Let's pop that. Let's pop that. Now, I would definitely say do not go this way first. I would go that way first just because there's usually more shit. I just wanted to see what that item was. And it's War Banner, and not worth printing. Nah. War Banner is not a bad item. It's just, you know, at the end of the day, it's not really a prioritized item. Even if I saw it in one of these, I wouldn't get it over something better unless there was literally nothing else better in it. It's one of those items that you get if you want a sure thing. But it's definitely not an item to really prioritize. Not by any stretch of the imagination. I got some glasses, so that makes up for losing my crowbar a little bit. Sticky Bomb. Red Whip. So right now, I'm getting some pretty decent items. Like, at this point, I have nothing to really complain about except the Squid Polyp. Squid Polyp can eat a dick. What's this? I'll take it just because I can give it to an equipment drone. Yeah, not taking the backup. Backup just spawns like 4 drones, and of course if you have fuel cells it spawns like, you know, 4, 8 and so on and so forth. And these are the buttons I'm talking about. Like, at the end of the day, there's no way to keep it pressed down. If you're gonna go ahead and do that whole thing, play the Engineer, because Engineers, immobile turrets can keep the buttons pressed down as long as they don't blow up. So, you know, it's just one of those things. Unlock another item and just kind of keep going. Another tri-tip dagger. So, pop that. Pop the Challenge of the Mountain. Ooh, razor wire. Razor wire. Now that's nice. Yeah, hit me if you dare. Do it. You'll just cut yourself off my fiberglass skin. Okay, I'll calm down. I'm sorry. But anyway. Just going around, searching. Now, like I said, 10 minutes per stage. 5 minutes per stage. You can stretch it out to 10 minutes, but like 10 minutes should be your max that you spend on any stage for any reason. Like, that should definitely be your max. Any longer than 10 minutes, you're just wasting your time. You really are. Unless you're like really trying to duke it out and, you know, you're under damaged, you know, you don't have a lot of good items going for you, you're really trying to duke it out, you can win. Just be wary that once you start fucking struggling like that, you're probably gonna lose. It's just bound to happen. I'm not saying give up. Just know that if you're already if you're already struggling and it takes you more than 10 minutes to clear a stage, then you are screwed. But I'm definitely well within that time limit, so I'm not really tripping over it too much. Okay, that's one Titan down. Now, the way to avoid getting hit by the laser is by staying close to its feet like this. It will not shoot its laser, just like if you get close to the normal golems, they will not laser you if you're closer to them. They will just try to clap you. Now, if there's multiples like this, that whole strategy may not work, so just keep that in mind. Oh, that's 2 lunar coins in the same area on the same level. Okay. And those are healing flowers. I wish I could have got something better, but at the end of the day, the only items that I could say that are bad are the squid polyp. Squid polyp so far is the only one that I wish I did not have. The rest of this is great. I have absolutely no complaints. Because who doesn't like extra healing on top of all the healing that I've already assembled for myself? I'm going to keep this dark cube just because I would be down to give that to an equipment drone. Just being totally real. Now, as you can see, we are not on Rally Point Delta, so you're probably sitting here like, what? You lied to me. Well, Rally Point Delta is usually the 3rd stage you can get to, but you got to keep in mind, RNG runs this game, and it's not always guaranteed. But if you are able to get to Rally Point Delta, the 3rd stage, within 10 minutes or less, it has to be within 10 minutes, I should say, you can get to that lock chest that has a timer on it. And if you're able to get there before the timer expires, then you get the pre-owned accumulator. Guaranteed high damage item. Just have to rush. But at the end of the day, I'm doing just fine without it. Already found the teleporter. $135. Just a little bit more. Also keep in mind, Commando's attacks do less damage the farther away things are. I don't know the exact numbers, but good rule of thumb is the farther away you are from something, the harder it's going to be to try to kill whatever that something is. Okay, that's not a bad item at all. What that item does is, the more status effects you put on people, the more likely you will get a death mark. And what death marks do, it makes enemies take more damage, and I mean, it's just like imagine the guillotine, but so much better. It's just a step up from the guillotine, but it just requires more to it than getting your enemy down to a certain health threshold. So we're just stacking up some more bleed here. But honestly, I would not prioritize that item either. It takes like 4 status effects for it to actually be viable, so I would not rush it by any means. Honestly, this item is going to be pretty useless until I get those status effects, if I get those status effects in the first place. So it's why I'm saying, don't really waste your time on trying to rush that item. Just don't. It just requires too many specific things to be totally effective. Glasses. I'm already having such a better time by not using the other special. Now, what that does is it cleanses all negative status effects from you. Oh, there we go. Now, what equipment drones do, if you can't really put 2 and 2 together, they use your used items for you. And honestly, giving the black hole to a drone isn't the worst idea, just because it will be able to draw the aggro off of you and all the other drones. And since, you know, it's the frickin' black hole, it quite literally drags your enemies away from you. So, I mean, can't really go wrong with that. Also, keep in mind, with equipment drones, when they die, they lose the item. So, if you have several equipment drones, it's just good practice at the end of the day. And there we go, that's a crowbar. Now, ooh, boss damage. Screw it. Lost one of those, but it's fine. I got leeching seed and that item from the Titan, so I'm not really tripping over losing one. Especially when I have like 2 more. My health pool isn't even really that high, so again, not really tripping over losing one. Really not. So many tri-tip daggers. Holy shit. You guys are just gonna bleed to death, even though you're like rocks. Guess I'll pick this up, because why not? I don't even know what the cooldown rate on it is. I hardly ever use this, but honestly, I can't really think of many situations I would even use it in. If you're having a bad time against like imps and imp overlords and shit like that, maybe you're taking a lot of fire damage. Definitely against Malachites, I would... No. I shouldn't have even popped that. But like Malachites, definitely a good situation. Because Malachites will ruin your day if you allow them to ruin your day. And, you know, just simply allowing yourself to be near Malachites, that will ruin your day. Now, with these lunar pods, you can go ahead and take your chances with them, but honestly, I don't like to. I like to have a sure thing at the Lunar Bazaar. But what this does, essentially, it will go ahead and it will gimp the shit out of all of your healing, pretty much. It gives you more healing, but it does it all over time. And if you actually do the math on how it works, it really just reduces your healing, if anything. I'm feeling lucky. Let's see what I get. Medkit. Should have just got a second bow tooth necklace. And that's why I don't like taking chances in this game. I don't. Got 2 crowbars. Could have had 3, but fuck it. That's just the attitude that you need to have in this game sometimes. Just say, fuck it. Doesn't look like there were any items through there. No, not at all. Backup magazine. Now I have 2 buckshot. This is just the weirdest situation I have found myself in right now. I just have so much shit just stuck to me. Kiaro's band. More fire damage. Fire tornadoes. So, another recap. Items that I don't really care for too much right now. Definitely the squid polyp and that death mark. Death mark is just not really going to do anything for me right now. I don't really care for the friggin' med kit, but I mean, I guess it's more healing. But you see, the thing is that it does not heal for that much, and you need to wait until you're not being attacked for it to do anything. Unlike my cautious slug, which heals me a shit ton when I am not being attacked. Oh, I'm doing the damages, but I'm also taking the damages. Oh, fuck. The amount of damages. Clay Dude Striders are probably easily one of the most deadly bosses in the game. You just want to stay moving so you don't get hit by its bombs, and do not get sucked like directly into the sucky move that it does right there, or else you are screwed. It basically, what it's doing when it does that is that it heals from everything. Enemies, drones, you, your friends. It's healing from everything that gets, you know, caught up in the suck. But as long as you do more damage, then it's able to heal back. And if you're able to kill things while it's doing the little sucky move, and it has nothing to suck off of, then it can't heal. That's basically the name of the game. I don't even know why it shot that right there. The AI in this game is pretty dumb, so just keep that in mind. That's why I try not to give equipment drones good equipment if I can use the good equipment myself. Black hole isn't really bad. It's just not something I would want to keep on me if I could get something way better. Blue orb, lunar bazaar time. I think the lowest I've ever gotten the lunar coins since I hit 60 was about 20, but now I'm back up to 40. So, I mean, I rarely run out of lunar coins just because I know what lunar items I would actually go for and which ones I would skip. Like that last one. That one was definitely a hard pass. And of course, on cue, magma worm and that thing. Solidus control unit. I am also listening to the Doom soundtrack right now, so it's kind of adding to the whole, I guess you could say, aesthetic of the situation. I don't know, whatever. All I could say is Alloy Worship Unit is another super deadly one. Just because it hits like a truck, it has moments of invulnerability basically because of its fucking shield bullshit. Seeing as I can't really stack those to get higher rarity items, and it's all based off of luck. Oh, there we go, there we go, okay, that's, between those little death orbs that it shoots at you, and the fact that, you know, Alloy Worship Unit can throw you into the sky like that. Yeah, Alloy Worship Unit is definitely up there with severity and being able to murk the absolutely living shit out of you. Especially since jellyfish also spawn here. It's just not a good time. I'll take an ATG. ATGs are pretty good. always kill jellyfish before they can explode, or else they will explode on you and it's going to hurt, and you won't even get any gold out of it. They're little fucking kamikaze enemies, and honestly it feels cheap a lot of the time, but that could just be me. It does not connect to the end, so we're just gonna go ahead over there and run. And nothing, gonna hurt myself for some money real quick. I also don't know if it's a glitch or anything, but sometimes when I hit those little things that hurt you for money, sometimes it just takes me out. Like, even if I'm at full health, it will just completely murk me. I really don't know if that's a bug or anything like that, but keep in mind that can and does happen sometimes. So be careful when you decide to hurt yourself for some money, especially if you're at lower health. Oh shit. Yeah, brain stocks. Honestly, I would skip brain stocks just because it's not that great. It only procs when you kill elite enemies, I believe. All it does is give you, like, basically super low cooldowns on all of your abilities for a couple seconds. Especially in places like the red area. You know, the one with the chains that's underground and shit and everything's on fire. I would skip it. It just makes everything harder to see. And especially in that area, it's already, the visibility is already pretty piss poor. And it's not that great of a red item. I just hope I don't end up with a second one. But I guess we will see. Alloy worship unit. It's over there taking damage from something. I can only assume probably turrets and shit. It's gonna kill the turrets either way. Because I do not have enough healing. You can never have too much healing. Yep, there's the brain stocks, and it just makes the screen look all gross, and it's not that great of an item. You saw how long that lasted. That was definitely nothing spectacular. As long as it doesn't dubstep my ass. Wow, I'm making my way over there, looting as I go. Letting gunner turrets do the work. Chronobabaru. I guess I would rather just have more money. Fuck you, Chronobabaru. I don't need no Chronobabaru in my life. Okay, what else can we get? Focus crystal. Better on melees, but not gonna complain about free damage, I guess. Yeah! Yeah! No cooldowns! Oh no! Oh no! Mom! 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 Okay, what are we getting? Another key. Honestly, unless you're playing with Artifact of the Command, keys are kind of meh. It's one extra free item per stage, but there is a chance you could completely miss it. I won't lie to you, there have been times where I've completely missed them. It's not really an item to focus, but if you get them, you get them. Really not much you can do about it. Got a brooch. I guess what I could say is it's not really an item to focus. Oh, okay, I'm not in the circle. Ugh! The damage it does is just fucking ridiculous. Yeah, brain stocks, bitch! Brain stocks! Oh, it's over. Brain stocks! Brain stocks, bitch! Brains! Oh no 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 it's dead. Okay, what did I get? Oh, another fucking brain stocks. I honestly kind of saw that coming. I was hoping I wasn't going to get another brain stocks, but... oh well. Can't... fuck. I really wish I did get another fucking brain stocks, dude. I'm not sure if it even increases the duration or really what it does. Having multiple stacks, but... again, you guys can look it up. I don't really like brain stocks. Don't really care that much about it. My favorite red item has to be New Kahanas, and only on Engineer. Engineer is probably my favorite character just because of the ridiculous shit you can pull off with just having New Kahanas. You want to absolutely turn off your brain. Just build Engineer with a shit ton of tank, all the healing items you possibly can find, and get a New Kahanas. With Artifact of Command, of course. Alright, where's this teleporter? Here we are. And, of course, Magma Wire Room. And there's two magma wirums. Not just one, but two. He got two. He got two. I'm getting hurt so much. The pain. There's only pain. Where? What is it doing? I honestly don't even understand what it's doing right now. Where'd it go? Oh, it's over there. That's kind of the annoying thing about turrets. Bosses like the magma worm like to aggro to turrets. Especially the magma worms. And that's another fire band. Alright, so how are we doing on time? So, thanks to this map in particular, it's pretty much put me at the 10-minute per stage mark. Even though that's not how I progress, that's basically where I might as well have been at. And that's why I say, do it at your own discretion. Honestly, with the haul that I got from that last round, Can't really say I'm too proud about what I've gotten. I got some pretty good greens. What? It's only one. It's usually two. What the hell? Okay. That is definitely a strange one. Let's get this one. Makes the teleporter charge faster. And let's get that one. If we end up getting strong enough, we can go kill Boss Scavenger. That's basically what's going to happen with this situation. We're going to go ahead, try to kill Boss Scavenger, but first we're going to go down here. Honestly, this was kind of a mistake because I don't have too much survivability. And definitely not enough movement speed to justify trying to do this, but it's whatever. Let's go for it. My health is 711. I used to work there. Really wishing I had a guillotine right now. Holy shit. What was that? What was that damage? Oh. Oh. He blasted me one time. Oh, fuck. Oh. What? Well, I hope you guys learned a lot. I am dead inside. I do not like the commando. I don't know why I keep playing him. I don't know why I thought it was a good idea to even try to attempt going to the Void Realm. But mistakes were made. I guess I'll see you guys on the next thing that I do, because I'm done with this for now. I do not have the patience.